Okay, so that's the hangar that I came from. The habitation, let me see. There are windows in these. Oh, there is a habitation window somewhere. So this means it's an armistice zone, and this means the crime satellite is on. If the crime satellite's on, someone went into the regional satellite, disarmed it so they can commit crime without getting status.
Jeez.
But usually there's a window somewhere where if someone's in your party, they can see you, and you can fly by. So that, like I said, there's no transition. I was in the elevator.
Yeah, that was
I get
crazy.
to my ship. I fly out. This is all seamless.
That's amazing.
Now I'll go to. Where am I? Oh shit! I'm not even. I'll show you how to jump, because I need to go to Microtech. That's where the big ass ship is. So
big ass ship.
They're going to update this map thing because it's a little clunky right now. So
that's still amazing.
Okay. So then it sets my thing, tells me how much fuel I need. You can run out of fuel. It won't let you jump to a destination if you have it preset, if you don't have the fuel. But you could be jumping around and then run out. Also, so there's your quantum fuel and there's your hydrogen fuel. Hydrogen fuel is your booster fuel and your regular fuel to fly. If you run out of hydrogen fuel, you basically can't maneuver anymore.
That's insane.
And if you're on surface, you'll be like this. And I ran out once with not realizing it, and I just like it. Okay, so going to quantum. So I engage my quantum, spooling it up, and the thing should show up on my HUD, but the station is in the way, so I will fly out of the way so I can. And then I took off my speed limiter. So this thing is your speed right here. This is one of the faster ships in the game. You can get up to like over 1,300 meters per second. This is your limiter. So combat speed is from here to here. Once you get above that, your handling gets less.
Sure.
So then you can, what I did was when it goes like this, I shut that off so then I can speed up past that. So I got past there. So then you line up and then your thing, so it's spooled up. Now I'm calibrating. As soon as it calibrates, I'm going to jump. That's the distance. Dude. You could fly that distance, but it would probably take you a year to get there.
Seriously?
In game.
That's amazing.
But this is it's like light speed, you know? And sometimes you have a little frame rate lag because it's loading in all the shit around that you're flying by.
That's so cool.
So this is a pretty far.
Oh, so it's actually counting down like the.
That's how many kilometers I have to go.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So this will take probably about 3 minutes.
Jeez.
But while we're doing that, you can go and do other things. So these are all the games that they have in.
All the different ships?
All the ships they have in game. So you go combat, and there's exploration. So there's going to be exploration in this game. There's going to be mining. There's going to be actually building fortifications and stuff like that, because you can mine to make resources. You can do salvaging. So we go to industrial. So this is like a mining ground thing. So you have wheeled ground things. You have the hovercrafts too. This is a small salvager, which it's huge. I mean, it's like climbing onto a combine, huge type size. These are transport ships. There's another miner. This is a bigger miner. And then, so different. That's industrial. Did that not? Okay. So then they also have racing.
That's so cool.
There's racing ships and racing ground things. They had something called the Daymar Rally 2 weekends ago, I think it was. It's on one of the planets, and there's checkpoints, and you have to go through all these areas. They had a division for the gravitation or grab bikes, the cyclones, which are like the two-wheel racing stuff, and then the trucks, which are, they don't have them, but they're like the six-wheel. Okay, so like transports. So the grab bikes took about 2.5 hours to complete this trip. I forget how many thousand kilometers it was. The cyclones are the two-wheel vehicles like these. They don't have these in game yet, but like something like this. It took them about what was it, 5-6 hours, and then the six-wheel big transports took them 8 hours to finish that race. And then they have guys flying. So you know how I could do, we'll go back to this, third person?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a way of changing your camera. How do they do that? They know how to do this stuff. Oh, they go like this, and then they zoom in like this. So then they're showing their footage for like the racers, and they're flying. These guys are so good flying, they can fly in this view, off the ground, and I've only seen like one time where they crashed into terrain and blew up, but they're broadcasting all of these racers on Twitch.
That's really cool.
Thing. And there's like a award and stuff like that, and they've been doing this for like 10 years, I think.
What?
Or 8 years. I think it was 8 years.
That's so crazy.
So yeah. Going into this, okay, you have a cockpit. You can look around. If you have things hooked up to your camera, you can do like head movements. So you don't have to do the mouse. As you're looking up, you could have your head, as it's doing that, moving around. So your menus are fully integratable here. We can do, like, I want to look at my shields.
Does this game have VR options, though?
Yes.
Oh, does it really?
Yes.
Jeez.
So then, open exterior. I can open exterior, unlock, engine on, engine off, power off. There's an eject button somewhere on some of the ships. There's self-destructs. So then targeting. So this shows your ship. When you target another ship, it'll show that, and it usually shows what kind of ship it is. So so there's my name and then the name of the ship. Down here it would have the name of the person and the name of their ship and the status of their shields. And as you take damage, your ship will light up yellow, orange, red as things are. And when you get hit, so going back to this view, let's get back. So I get hit in the wing.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the wing, you'll see like pock marks, depending on how much damage, or a chunk will be missing.
Wow.
One of the days we were playing, we got in this big fight, and the whole ship was smoking from the inside. It was a 2-person ship. I was in a turret, and another guy was flying, and the ship was smoking, like flames and stuff inside the cockpit. I'm like, what the hell? And the status here was everything was red. We panned out.
Oh, there's your planet.
The ship was just basically a mesh of just structure in flames, and there's no way it shouldn't have blown up. Okay, so that's my destination. So I'm just gonna jump to it because it'll take a while to fly there, but you'll see how if I did this on regular thrusters, it would do the same progression. So I'm spooling up, and once it's there, I engage. Over here, this shows how many decoys, noise, shaft type things that you can deploy if you're getting attacked by missiles.
That is
the city as we're coming in.
Very impressive.
And
load times are amazing.
There is no load time. It's just transition.
That's crazy.
Okay, so then I'm going to go. is, hangars right down below. It's very daunting at first when you start playing this because you don't know where anything is.
Yeah, right.
But if you play with people that know, you get to figure out, okay, what to look for, where to go. So I'm going to fly down here, and this will be the hangar. So this right here is a tram system that you take from the hangars to the other city port. It's windowed. It's not like this cutscene where you're like, you don't see anything. You see as you're going, you see this coming up, getting closer. And if someone is flying overhead, you'll see them too.
It's so in-depth. I think, like you said, it's daunting though, and like my issue would be investing the amount of time that would take to get to know the game.
Within a week?
Within a week? Yeah, right. A week of game time, which for me is like...
a week of like playing...
Here and there.
A couple hours a night. So...
I don't know, man.
Let's see where...
It does look amazing.
Oh, there it is. So as I get closer, the trees... you see the trees here.
Yeah.
Turn around, and I am just an average flyer at best. If you watch some of the guys on Twitch, they're just like whipping around. Oh, there is weather, as you can see, and
you collide.
That's what happens as you collide into something. I didn't blow myself up, but now we'll be able to see what happened. Oh, yeah, there is damage. I destroyed missiles on the outside. So the missile rack over here is destroyed. Part of the wing is destroyed.
Oh, man.
And so the handling will get a little bit worse. But as you can see, the weather came up. It starts blowing. Some of the bigger ships, when you're trying to land slowly, it starts blowing you around. All right.
Jeez.
Okay.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
So then once you're here, I did some damage to myself. You can go here. That's a lot of damage.
Oh my God.
Most repair bills are like a couple hundred.
Wow.
But this is a higher level ship. So and then you can refuel here, but I won't. Oh, and since I lost a missile or two, I had to buy more missiles too.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna quick run, show you the big capital ship, the difference in scale. So you got, this is a small hangar, okay?
Okay.
Takeoff complete. Landing complete.
Some of that stuff is the little glitches they know about where it's like, yeah, you just landed, it shouldn't say takeoff complete.
Oh, yeah.
But they know it's not game breaking, so they just leave it until
it's, yeah.
They're polishing it. So you come in, go down to the terminal. So you can see as you're moving, your icon of where your ship is moved away. So you come out here, here's your fleet terminal. So I'm going to put away my...
to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
I'm going to store that ship. Now I'm going to show you one of the bigger... Let's show you a cool one.
Ooh.
This is another capital-sized ship. This is more of an expedition exploratory ship, so it has more everything you're going to want. So it's delivering it because they did a reset, and it just basically resets all your ships to be delivered, and they're not at stations anymore, so that's why I did that. So the nice thing is it's basically right there, and where to go, where's the character? There it is, okay. I'm retrieving it, so this is at Hangar 8.
Please visit us again.
So you go to Hangar 8. Oh, they have plushies in the game too that you can buy and put on your ships and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Let me show you real quick. It's right
Try
over here. Okay, so if you drink something, that's someone that finished their drink and just left it there.
Seriously?
They have trash cans here that you can come over and put stuff in. Maps. But now you can see on the HUD where my ship is on the station.
Oh, sure.
So here, yeah, penguin with the...
Penguin?
Sure, I'll buy it. I'm going to put it on my Carrack. Should be in my inventory. Come on. Others, probably on my others. yours. Yep, there it is.
Nice.
So these are some other in-game stuff like a cookie jar. This is from a Christmas thing. So I have that in the inventory, so I don't have to carry it. I could carry it in my hands if I wanted to. So then this is where, as you're playing later in game where you have bigger ships, you have to be careful. If someone is hanging out in your hangar or follows you into your elevator and comes out with your hangar, you will want to make sure that they don't stow away on your ship, because you could be, once you get outside of the armistice zone, they'll be trespassing and they can come up behind you while you're flying and shoot you in the back of the head and take your ship.
No way.
And if there's items on the ship, then they can sell it.
What?
Yes, so piracy.
Oh my god.
They'll get a crime stat usually. So this ship needs a redo.
Are there factions of like criminals and stuff?
There will be.
Yeah.
So this ship is, just to give you an idea how big that other one was compared to this. This, I flew into the hangar this way. This one you can only come vertical into. But this hangar is about 10 times bigger than the last hangar I was in.
Jeez. Yeah, that is massive.
These are cargo hold areas. There's turrets that people can go into and shoot for you in this game. I'm going to open up a ramp. So there are 2 bays in this. There's one for snub fighters, which are small, like TIE fighter type ships that you can carry on board. I think the ship can hold 4 of them. The difference between that and the fighter I was flying is they don't have quantum drives. So you can't jump with them. So they land on the ship jumps and they go with. So this is your vehicle bay. You can fit 2 of those transport vehicles in here. Close the door, make sure no one's following you up behind you. I don't have a weapon, so if there was anybody, I'd be screwed. So yeah, I gotta sort of watch and make sure.
That's crazy.
Okay. These doors should open automatically. Yep. Okay, elevator. So, I'm just gonna take you through the cargo hold. This is the sub-level. There's cargo hold, crates and stuff will be stacked in here if you bought stuff to transport. Each cargo hold you have, that's a different time. So this is an elevator. You can go down and interact with some cargo. They have gravitation or tractor beam guns that you can move things around. Sort of, I don't know.
Dude.
You know, so you like, oh, this is out of place, so I need to stack it here. So you stack it. So here are some, this is where you put gear for crew members, like armor. Let's see, this is going to be the aft turret. So this is a turret bay here. Someone climbs into the turret. So this is going down below the ship. And then, of course, I need to turn it on because the ship's... So gyro mode turns it where as the ship turns, you stay on target. When you turn it off, as you turn, the turret turns with the ship. So, I mean, they thought of that. So then
that's insane.
Power's on. So now here, I can see the ship. This is the radar. This is communications. I can change out this how I want. This is the turret. And then this is your weapons. How much? I can't fire because I'm in an armistice zone, but let's see here. I can probably... So that's the turret that I'm in right there. See? As I'm moving around.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm in that turret right now.
That's amazing.
And I'm moving it with my mouse because right now I'm just in third person view. So I go back in. Okay. So I get out. And there's real time to get in and out of things because, you know, in this type of simulation game, you don't want things instant because it takes sort of the immersion away from it. So moving down here. So more of that. Okay, so there's an elevator. That's the first level, the cargo, and I gotta wait for the elevator to come down. You can see it coming down. So these are the levels we have. This is sub deck where I'm at, habitation deck. This is the cool deck. This is where there's a triage center. So if you have tier 3 or tier 2 wounds, you can come into it and heal. It's on the other side of this wall, and this is part of that. It's like almost like an MRI machine that you get into. So this is all the med bay that I'm going around right now. So you come in here. this is one of the few doors that you have to actually engage. So you have beds there for, I don't know why they put those, but here's the main one. Med center. So say I've got an injury. I lie down. And if your buddy is, you have someone with you that's incapacitated, that can't move, and they need medical care, you can carry them over here and put them on the bed and do the care that they need for them to revive them. So you got the med center stuff. So regeneration, that's where when you die, it respawns you. You can imprint yourself to this ship. So as long as the ship is still intact and powered up, when you die, you come back to the ship. So then medical care, you do this, it scans you for injuries, you go treatment, it'll say, oh, this is your injury, this is the treatment, you click on it, it does, and this thing comes out and it scans you, and you're healed, and then you go. You'll notice down here, hydration. I've been running around, so I'm at 99% hydration. As that goes down, you'll need to drink. Once you get down to like 10%, I did this one day just to see what happens, the screen starts getting blurry. I'm like, what's going on? I look down, like, oh my gosh, I'm dehydrated. And I was flying out in the middle of nowhere. I had nothing to drink, so I'm like, okay, I'll fly. I got down and I was like down to 2%, and the vision was so blurry, I couldn't see what I was doing enough, so I smashed into the space station and died.
No way.
Yeah, but while you're on here, it will regenerate you back up to 99 for both food and water.
That's so cool.
Okay, so get rid of that. I'll be able to show you some better armor and stuff like that here and how things go on your suits, because this is my main station. Okay, so that's that. Now you have quarters. This is the entertainment room. They're supposedly going to implement where you can actually play pool.
Seriously?
Yes.
That's freaking cool.
Got a toilet. They might implement like Scum where you have to go to the bathroom.
That's amazing.
There's showers and stuff like that. I think this might be the Yep, bunks. So, in
Very
game, if you're out in space, you can go. You're supposed to be able to go and lie down and log out at that thing, so you don't have to go to like a station or a city.
Just
to
like you went to bed.
Or if you log off in the middle of nowhere, it spawns you back at your regeneration spot. So yeah, and then you have crew.
Is this the type of game also that's always connected to the internet? Like you can't just play offline and
Just because it's
the world, everything you do interacts with is the same one that everyone else
Everything
is.
is on the server end because they don't want people hacking in. And
Are there multiple servers, or is there just
a shitload of them right now?
Okay.
So this is a meeting area, and you can actually read shit on here. There's a captain's quarters. Down here is captain's quarters. So there's the desk. And eventually they're going to implement it where you can see ship information and stuff on there. So now, remember that plushie?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to put it in my hands. I'm going to put it in my hand.
That's amazing.
And I'm going to place it right there. Now, as long as the ship doesn't get destroyed, or I don't claim it like deconstruct it and reconstruct it somewhere else, this will always be there.
That's amazing.
Unless someone takes it.
Sure, yeah. That's hilarious.
So I was going to show you some armor and stuff like that. Okay, so you have different armors. These I looted off of a crime boss. So it's got the holographic horns. This is also off of the bad guy, Ninetail organization. So this is all heavy armor. So this is where it's like a sand people helmet.
Oh, sure.
There.
Oh, that's awesome.
So then this is where, now that I have all these, this is heavy armor. Oh, you can also have backpacks. I forgot to show you that. This way you can put even more stuff in your inventory. So like you're looting stuff, you have a lot more space to put stuff on here. So now I want, you have to have ammo, but I won't worry about that yet. So these things are toy guns. You can get ammo and shoot Nerf darts at people
No way.
in an armored zone.
That's
so,
amazing.
So this is a light machine gun. I put it on one, so that's there. I can upgrade. The lighting's bad here. I'll put one on this side. This is an AR. I should probably go. Let me go out, or it's better lit. Because there's a bed and stuff like that back there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, better lighting here. Okay, now you can see it better. So, you can modify these. This is the base light machine gun. This will tell you, okay, optics 2, barrel 2, under barrel 3. So this is a compensator 1. Oh, suppressor 2. So I can put this on there. Now I have a suppressed light machine gun. Optics, you can do 1s or 2s on anything up and above. So now I have a holographic sight on it. If you don't like that, I take it off, or I just drop it back in. It undoes everything, and you restart over. So you have a knife. You can put a knife on. I've got a gun, I think. Yep. So you got a knife there. So you can do melee and sidearm. And then how the ammo thing works. So that's a bunch of stuff. So I've got this. You put it on here. This shows you how much ammo you can put on, and these are your options. And it loads it on visually too. So you can grab stuff visually from your body to take it off as well.
That's so crazy.
So sustenance. So this is stuff. It'll show you like how much hydration and nutrients you'll get for eating that, and then it also gives you effects. And don't ask me about the effects, because there's so many different things. Like some of them speed up your metabolism or make you supposedly quicker or whatnot. Yeah. It makes no sense to me right now, but it's in the game that they're working on. So that's all that. Okay. So let's go up to the bridge. So this is the bridge for the pilot. There is a command center above me that can do things too. So, and the ships are built by different companies. So each company has a different feel, and when you start it up, a different voice. Oh, this is still an anvil, but Drake is more of a gritty, no nonsense military type company. And I swear the person that did the voice is Michael Dorn, the guy who plays Worf and Star Trek.
You're probably right.
And then they have some other companies that have different voice actors that did that. So this is the layout for this. Funny thing about this ship is if you have people on it with you, they can be annoying and walk up and say, hey, what's over here on the windshield right in front of you?
Oh, no way.
Because you can see it's just this big glass area, but now you can see the command station up above. So we'll go up there. There's an elevator to that here. Some of this is like scanning terminals and maybe a turret interface, and then this, I'm not quite sure how this works yet. I don't know if they have it fully interfaced into the whole thing. I haven't had a big enough crew to even try.
Yeah.
And then you come back here, these are escape pods. You have airlocks to get into these places too. I think, is this the airlock? This is a science lab. And down in there is, we'll go to the engineering department. Some fabrication area, so when they implement it, you'll be able to make things off of resources here. This is going to be a drone operator seat. So they'll have drones that might have different functions, like going out and repairing the ship. You have 2 of them on this ship. Flying around repairing the ship, or say mining or salvaging or stuff like that. This is the hangar, and since they reset it, I don't have my ships in here, but you can get your ship, go land this. I go get one of my snub fighters, I land it in here and close the bay. You can fit 4 of them in here easily, and when you store the ship, it'll always be there as long as you don't deconstruct it and move it,
right?
Or if it doesn't get destroyed. So this hangar opens up there. This is a service ladder, so there's also ladders to get up and down aside from the elevators. You got the hangar bay, and this is that the elevator too? I think yeah, it's the elevator. So let's go back here. This is going to be another turret here. Engineering. This is going to be a engineering terminal here. But then this is your quantum drive back here. And they might, I think they're planning on implementing engineering where if things get damaged, you can come and repair them when you're out in the middle of space type thing. So, show you something here. Different ships are louder than others in different areas of the ship, and there's some ships that are just freaking loud no matter what. I mean, there is this ship called the Sentaki I, which is an alien ship. It's got these 4 huge engines, and it literally sounds like you're flying in one of those pod racers from Star Wars.
Seriously?
But it's annoyingly loud.
Yeah, that's
so
awful.
I got rid of them. Like, yeah, it's a cool ship, but I just can't, until they dial it down, I can't deal with it.
Yeah, it's a little much.
So, going back to combat here, I want to show you the ship here. There are these bigger ships like this, the Hercules, the A2 Hercules. So they have a C2, M2, and an A2. So the C2 is basically the same huge, I mean, this ship is as big as the ship that we're on, and it holds cargo, and you can hold like 2 military ground things in here.
Sure.
But it also has these huge bombs that it can drop.
Jeez.
So I had a friend, and we were trying to bomb some turrets from like 10 kilometers up, and he's like, hey, I want to see what happens if you drop a bomb. And so he's like, uh-oh. I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm stuck. I'm like, well, what did you do? It's like, well, I wanted to go and look at the bomb, and I jumped over, but I can't get back out of the bay. I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay. It's like, well, at least you'll be able to watch what happens. So when I engage, there's a different button to engage missiles, which is also the same button to engage your bomb. It opens the bomb bay. He gets dropped.
Oh, no.
He's like, well, I'm not stuck anymore. And he's like, can you come and just shoot me because I'm falling forever? he had to fall 10 kilometers before he died.
That's amazing.
But then, as you drop a bomb, you can see it in that bay dropping, and the bomb is no longer there. So it's not like just a number that clicks. Everything is in the game. Your missiles, as you shoot them, if they're on a rack, they deplete as you shoot them, stuff like that.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. It's just it's an insane game. If you just want to be a first-person shooter, you can. If you want to be a
space
trucker, you can. If you want to be a space miner, you can. If you just want to go around and kill people in a spaceship and be a pirate, you can. If you want to do all of it and just keep doing different things, you can.
That's pretty awesome.
So,
it's got a little bit of everything, huh?
Yeah, I mean.
And now you're now into 91% hydrated.
Yeah, 91. So let me show you what that looks like. So, one thing important: you have to take your helmet off to drink something. You also need to remember to put it back on if you plan on going out into space.
Oh, yeah, because
it'll kill you in 10 seconds.
That's hilarious.
There we go. It just takes a little bit of time. Okay, so my helmet's off. I press my left mouse button, and I drink, and that tells you how much is left in there.
Oh.
And then this goes all the way up.
That's awesome. Up to 100%. 100%.
Yep. I just finish them off because it doesn't make sense. So
Right.
I'm going to place this.
You're a litter.
Oh, no, I didn't want to place it. If you place it a long ways away, you'll throw it. Yeah. So you can throw stuff at people.
That's spectacular.
I'm going to place it right here. Now, as long as this doesn't get destroyed or deconstructed, it will always be there in this ship.
That's amazing.
With some of our ships that we work with other people in, we'll put bottles in, and it's like our stack of shame. If it's not there when we come back, we know we screwed up and destroyed the ship.
Oh, jeez, that's hilarious.
We'll go up to, and then the top level of this is the technical deck, where you have your navigational room, where this is an exploration ship, so you're expecting. Did I not go up? Oh yeah, there. But I didn't leave. Open that up. Okay. Oh, habitation is one more back, or the navigation is one more back. That's right. That's what this elevator back here is for. So on the back here, when you're going out into space, because I'll show you here in a little bit the intended map of cartography deck. So this is the very back of the ship, very top. So this is the cartography. So you go in here and be able to interact with what you're scanning and stuff, and where you want to go, and information about different things. As you can tell, the noise got a little bit louder here because we're above the engines.
That's so cool.
These are, I think, airlocks. Yes. Escape pod, cargo, airlock. So, come out here, and I am now on top of the ship. So this opens up where the hangar is down below. Since I'm not in the ship anymore, technically, it shows me in third person. But if someone else was in the ship and did this, they would see me standing on the ship right now.
That's so cool.
And you can see, and the thing I also like about this is when you're fighting people, there's no little icon above them saying, this is so-and-so, this is an enemy. In first person, it's just a body, and the only time you'll see friends are when they're in your group.
Okay.
So if and sometimes you'll come up to someone doing a mission, and it's like you'll stare at each other, wondering, are you going to kill me? And what you'll do if you're in space is you'll waggle your wing, saying, hey, I'm on doing a mission, I'm not here to screw with you type thing.
Gotcha.
Or you can do the press to talk in game.
Oh, that's really cool.
So, yeah. So that gun that I was in, that's the top one that I was at. I'll show you. I'm going to leave the ship now, and I'll show you the gun that I was in, just to show you the size. Where was I? Okay, this way. Nope, I don't want to go in there. That's an escape pod. That's right, gotta press this button. And they're constantly implementing upgrades for the HUDs and stuff like that, where they are planning on doing a wheel thing interface, so you don't have to actually click on something. If you're close to it, it'll give you the option to speed things up that way.
I really think this would be amazing in VR.
Yeah, it's supposed to work in VR. Because then you don't have to worry about a camera for your head motion. And you're still doing everything here. So the door panel is here. There's some videos. Oh, I'll show you a video of some of the development stuff that they're doing. And yeah, you don't want to be below one of these when they lower, because it will kill you. Some ships. Oh, my thrusters are on. So thrusters, when you take off, this takes off, it'll knock you down. Right now, you see me like this. I'm walking towards active engines that are thrusting. So that's why I was like, why am I doing so slow? I am moving really slow, running right now, because I'm going towards thrusters. But once I get underneath them, I'm fine. Ramp access, close that. So here's the gun that I was moving around.
Oh, that's so cool.
So on the ship view, it looked pretty small. But
Oh my God.
if I was in there and someone came up, you would see me in there,
That's so neat.
even when we're in space. So
That is super in depth. And that's Star Citizen,
Star Citizen, yeah.
and it's only on PC, I assume.
Yes.
Hopefully VR too.
Well, it'll be PC VR.
Oh